Hey Statesman Nation, it's Bella McCullough. It's time to sit down, relax, and have coffee with a statesman. Today's episode is featuring somebody a bit on the younger side. She's not incoming, she is a freshman now. She's on the soccer team. She has been a beast in her debut. Her name is Miss Megan Cox, the freshman goalkeeper for our women's soccer team.
Hello, I'm Megan Cox.
So Megan here is a personal friend of mine, absolute beast in the cage. We appreciate our netminders here, especially as I always drop this. I am a goalie, so I'm like, yes, we love our goalies. But Megan here, Megan has made a debut for herself as a freshman, playing in all 4 games you've played.
Yeah,
Megan has started 3 of them,
yeah.
3 of them, and then played for second half for the other one. In those, she has been an absolute beast, making saves all day. So, Megan, here's the real question. Why Penn?
So I chose Penn partly because they were the one giving me the most money, but it also I connected with the coach a lot, and I trusted everything that he said. He was from Vegas, and his name is Coach Andy. If you haven't met him, and I love him. He's just the the best.
Shout out to Coach Andy.
Yeah,
Man. Let's go.
yeah.
So, the most money, you knew the coach, it was a connection to home. Where did you start?
What do you,
When did you start playing?
When, oh my gosh. I started playing when I was like 5.
Okay, so you're 18?
Yeah.
13 years of soccer. That's impressive.
The funny thing is, in my first few years, they put me on the field and I looked like a chicken with my head cut off. I couldn't
Me
walk and
too.
chew gum at the same time. So the coaches were like, "What do we do with this girl? What? We
Stick her in
can't
the
put
goal.
her anything." So they put me in the goal and it worked. And I like to say that, like, because I'm so clumsy, I like to say that it's like falling with a purpose. So
Yes.
that's why I'm good at
You're
it.
good at you're trained at falling. You're more
Yeah,
comfortable with it.
exactly.
I throw myself at the ball too. So,
Yeah.
but like not in the same different way.
It is a different way.
I like to say goalies are special. There's just something about us. There's an inherent like I don't care if I get hit with the ball. I don't care if I get kicked in the face kind of
Those
thing.
are the best keepers.
You know what I mean? And like I get it. I appreciate it. And I think it's so
Mhm.
exciting to have another freshman here to connect in that experience because you're new to Penn. I'm new to Penn, and so this is a really cool learning experience for everybody. So you've been at Penn for a month now, yeah?
Yeah, about a month.
Yeah, it's been a month because
6
we moved in on
weeks.
this on yeah we moved in pretty early.
Yeah.
Um, so what has been your favorite memory so far? What has been so cool about Penn?
Oh, favorite memory. We drove to the state fair in Iowa.
Oh yeah,
Like, and then we stayed at Camp Dodge that night,
yeah.
and we stayed in the barracks. All the girls were freaking out because we were staying in army barracks, and they
That's so
weren't the cleanest.
dope.
Yeah, and I thought it was really fun. We had the bunk beds and everything like that, but then we had to wake up super early, and I was not down for that.
I do have a question.
Yes,
Top or bottom bunk?
I was on the bottom.
Was that by choice?
No.
So you would have had top bunk if you had wanted it.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to know. We had to know. The viewers needed to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I like being on the top bunk. I like the danger.
talking about your experience here as a student athlete at Penn, you've spent a lot of time with your team because you're a fall sport athlete. You moved in early. You were training early. You were with them like 24/7. Never got rid of them. Other than the Camp Dodge experience and your coach and the bus and all of that, what has been a good memory for you with them?
So, tie dyeing hats. We did that at the very beginning of the year. We took a bunch of bucket hats. My coach bought a bunch of bucket hats,
Yeah.
and we went upstairs and we sat there and we tie dyed them William Penn colors, of course.
Yeah.
And now what we're doing with the bucket hats is that we have to bring them to every single practice. Because if someone's just having a really good day, or we have players of the game,
Yeah.
then they get gold stars, these cloth gold stars that we're gonna put onto the bucket hats.
That's so
Yeah.
fun. I love bucket hats.
Uh-huh. And we wore those bucket hats to the Iowa State Fair.
Oh my god, tiebacks.
I know.
So, as a student athlete, when your recruiting journey started, when did that start for you?
Ugh. Wow. Um,
'Cause I don't know that much about soccer, so I don't know how that recruiting works for you
so
guys.
I was placed in a. I'm so sorry. I'm like yawning. I was placed in a kind of awkward position with COVID and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So
COVID years.
with soccer, college coaches were not allowed to talk to you until your junior year. But I had coaches emailing me, like under the table, wink, wink, come to our camp type thing.
Well, the camp ones are allowed. You can have camp invites.
They're allowed to invite you to the camp, but they had their recruit, like they had written out recruitment stuff in there. So it was kind of like a wink, wink thing.
Yeah.
But I couldn't respond to them. They couldn't respond to me, so we couldn't really get anything started.
But you went to the camps.
Yeah, but then what happened was I went to play in Minnesota at a boarding school named Shattuck St. Mary's my junior year.
Did you go to school there?
Yeah, I went to school and lived and played.
Oh.
I got a scholarship to play there.
That's dope.
And it was basically the college experience, but as a high schooler. And basically what had happened was COVID happened. Colleges weren't coming to watch you because they couldn't. So all you had was your video. And I still hadn't had a video because no one was recording in Vegas. So I had to get my video done that year, my junior year. So my recruiting started pretty late. And then they opened up availability for sophomores to be recruited and their sophomore year, so I was competing against this big group of people, and then right after that happened, I tore my meniscus. So my recruitment has been a little shaky from the start.
Hurts for you.
But it's okay. I've dealt with it, and now I'm here. So
yeah. And so with COVID happening and your meniscus being torn, how did you feel? Like, how did you feel about your whole journey getting here?
it just made me want it that much more.
Yeah?
Because it felt like the universe was like, nah, bro.
But you're like, no, this is my experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do, and you can't stop me. Throw anything else in my way. I dare you. Knock on wood. Please don't, actually. But,
yeah.
but I'll deal with it, even if it does.
You know what? And I love that energy because you're like, okay, what can I do to be better? What can I do off the field? What can I do to make myself better? And I think that's such a good mindset.
Yeah. And, like, all this summer playing right now, I'm still trying to get back to who I used to be between the posts. I used to, I miss the way I used to play. And I want to be that person again. But it's kind of hard when I didn't get the right treatment and stuff like that for my knee. But we're working. I'm working with the coach. I'm working with the physical therapist here. We're getting me back as quickly as possible.
You know, well, not slowly but surely, but you know what I mean. You're working your way back.
No, I know. It is very slow, and it's so aggravating.
It's a long process because one day you'll be fine doing an RDL, picking up cups, and then the next day your knee's shaking too much, it hurts kind of thing. And that's so frustrating. Have you done those yet? Have you moved up to the single leg RDLs? Oh,
no.
They got tough.
He's got me doing heel slides right now.
Ooh, not the heel slides.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, as an athlete that's dealt with so much adversity, what have you done off the field to keep pushing for what you wanted?
So, before I got injured, I was training. So, back at Shattuck, we were training 2-3 times a day. But then after that, when I came home, I played my senior year at home on my high school team in Vegas. And I would wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, go to the gym, and then go to school. And then right after school, I'd go to my high school practice. And then right after my high school practice, I'd go to my club practice. And then I'd come home and I'd do homework. And that was just how it was. That was my fall season. And then after high school was over, it was just gym, soccer, school, and then soccer again.
Soccer. So, moving back to something real quick. Why did you move back from Shattuck?
Okay, so I moved back from Shattuck because even though they had given me the most money that they'd given any athlete there. Mm-hmm. But they couldn't give me any more than what they were giving me because COVID was so financially hard for everybody else. And it was financially hard for my family, so we couldn't afford for me to go back there. Because it was basically like, that school was like you were paying to go to Harvard.
Oh.
It was like, the tuition was crazy. I think I had an 85% scholarship, 85% of my tuition was covered.
So you're still paying for a full college experience at that point.
And I think what I had left to pay after 85% of it being covered by the school was like $10,000 still.
That's a lot of money.
It was a lot, so we couldn't do it anymore. I was like, you know what? I'll get recruited at home. I'll work.
And you found William Penn.
And then I found William Penn.
So did you go on a visit to William Penn, or how did you commit here?
It was actually pretty late in the process, like I
Yeah.
said earlier. My recruiting process was a little weird. Coach Andy found me because of Shattuck, which I think is funny because his daughter was a goalkeeper and his daughter played at Shattuck before I went there.
Oh my gosh, so he knew, he's like, this goalie has to be good.
Because he knew how Shattuck was. So
Mhm.
he talked to the coaches there, and then he went and he watched me play in Vegas. But, so I'm going to visit. I just kind of came up here. I didn't want, yeah, not,
When did you commit?
I committed, oh my gosh, like a week before school got out. So sometime in
Late May.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a really lengthy decision. Oh my gosh.
It was a long time. There was a point, it was between William Penn and one other school at that point. University of Alabama.
That's a hard choice.
I was going to play at University of Alabama, but I decided to come to Penn.
You know, I think you made the right choice there.
Yeah. Alabama's a little scary.
Statesman Nation, that's right. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I talked to both coaches about it, and I ended up choosing Penn.
What made you choose Penn? Like from the between Alabama and here.
So, first of all, I loved the coach. And second of all, it was just the circumstances at Alabama just wasn't going to work for me.
Mhm.
They had my major and everything, but it was just, they couldn't give me any money.
It was a lot, yeah.
They couldn't give me any money until December. So I would be paying full tuition until December when they would cover it.
And that's not fair to you.
But I didn't want to have to pay to sit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's valid.
Because she had promised me a starting position after December.
That's a lot on you as a goalie, and that's not very fair to you.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to come to Penn. I love the coach. I love the program. And I think that it will be more beneficial for me as a player here at Penn.
I totally agree. I think you made the right choice.
Yeah.
Because Statesman Nation is the best. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, so while at Penn, what's your major?
Creative arts.
Creative arts. Aren't you trying to focus on new media, though?
Yes,
That's what
I
I've heard down the
am.
grapevine.
I know.
So what do you want to do with that? What do you want to do with your life?
I want to produce movies and stuff. I think that's
We stand.
super. Oh, I love it. But being in Vegas, I also set up concerts and worked backstage for concerts and stuff.
Gosh, you've
Like,
lived a life. What the heck?
I met the Backstreet Boys setting up a concert once.
Y'all.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Backstreet Boys fan.
I have a picture.
Later. We'll
Yeah,
show
later,
later.
later. I'll show you later.
Unfortunately, this is an audio only podcast, so
Oh yeah, I can't show pictures.
they can hear my jealousy over audio. But, so you want to do production and studio production. Why? So growing up in Vegas was kind of like, was that the catalyst for you?
Yes and no. I think that the biggest one was I was very involved in elementary school. I know elementary school was a long time ago, but I was
Starting early.
very involved. Yes.
Yeah.
And me and this one girl, I'll never forget her because every time we every time we auditioned for a musical, me and her always auditioned for the same role. We never talked either. We always auditioned for the same role, and one musical she'd get it, the next musical I'd get it. It switched every single time, and she made me so mad because every single time, she'd get it, I'd get it, she'd get it, I get it. So what ended up happening was I got the first role, and then the second one, my teacher came up to me and she was like, hey, I need someone to run the music back here. I need someone to control the people, and
And
I
then
need
you
some.
fell in love.
And then that's when I was like, you know what? I love doing this. I love being backstage. Like, yeah, being in front and acting out and stuff, it's fun. But backstage, I feel like it's
control.
control, and I like having that control.
Does that relate to you as a goalkeeper as well? Is that why you like to be in cage?
I think so, yeah.
Because similar to you, I feel the same way when it comes to that. So you wanna focus on studio production. What's like been your favorite class so far? What have you been taking that's been like your fave?
I've really got to think about that one, to be honest. I haven't been. Okay, so my favorite class so far has been Drawing 1, even though it's my most infuriating class, because I am the worst artist.
No, you're not an artist.
I'm not an artist. No, I'm not. And I keep telling the professor's
Everyone's an artist, though.
Brant Ballman.
Brant!
I
He's
keep,
the best.
I keep
he
telling
makes
him.
puppets.
Yes, he does. And I keep telling him, I'm like, dude, I can't do this. And he's like, yes, you can. And
You
I'm
can, though.
And I'm like, sir, I'm really trying. I know it looks like I'm not trying, but I'm really trying.
Megan, you talked about how even while facing adversity, you still push through
See,
to be a
it's
goalie.
just drawing, man. It's
Why
just
can't
drawing.
you transition to that to have the confidence to do that while drawing?
See, you know what? My coach has been talking to us about feeding the positive dog, and I need to feed the positive dog.
I don't know what that means. Would you
Okay.
like to elaborate?
I'll elaborate. We had a team discussion the other day about like just being positive and trying to like handle adversity.
Well
and he
said.
told us this story about this guy who there's two dogs in your mind. There's a positive dog and there's a negative dog, and they're always at odds with each other. They're always like fighting and this fight in your mind. And this little kid asked an old wise man. He was like, "Hey, these two dogs are always fighting in my brain.
Yeah.
How do I like? And I don't know which one's gonna win." And he goes, "Of course you do." The kid was like, "What do you mean, sir?" And he was like, "It's the one you feed the most. So you gotta feed the positive dog."
That's, oh my gosh, poetry snaps for that. We
yeah,
love.
and goosebumps
See,
everywhere.
You just gotta take that mindset and put it into your major.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to for this school year? Like, what is exciting about Penn for you?
I'm really excited to see how far this team can go.
Yeah.
We have 42 players right now between the two teams.
What the heck?
Yeah, in our whole program we have 42 players, and 22 of them are freshmen.
I'm sorry, that's a
So-
lot of freshmen.
It is, and I am one of those 22 freshmen, but we are just basically rebuilding the program, and towards the end of this season, I can see us doing really, really, really well,
Yeah.
because those freshmen have now gotten the experience that they needed. Like,
It's a little
personally, me too.
scary.
Yeah,
Coming
because-
into, like, as a freshman, you don't know anybody. You're in a new place, like, literally across the country. You've never played a collegiate game in your life. Some of you're playing against, like, 22-year-olds.
yep, grown women playing against
And then-
tiny 18-year-olds, like, what is going
The
on?
plucky little 18-year-olds are like, what's going on?
But I think that all the girls, all the freshmen have handled it very well, and they're playing very well. It's just, it's the experience level.
Yeah, that's totally valid. So, with 22 freshmen, how do you guys build, like, chemistry? How do you build a community out of that?
We do a lot of team bonding.
I feel like you guys do everything together. Every
Yeah.
time I'm on campus, I see that all, like, the freshman soccer girls.
The freshman soccer girls
All
are
together.
always together.
I barely catch Megan anywhere on campus. I'll be like, Megan. And she'll be like, sorry, I gotta go. And I'm like, oh, bye, Megan.
Busy.
Busy
but,
bees.
Yeah, the freshmen like to stay together because like that's the first people you met,
Yeah.
and now it's like, don't leave me, please. I'm scared to meet other people. I'm very social, so I've been talking to a bunch of other people, but
Yeah.
the freshmen have been really good at just getting to know each other and
Yeah.
staying together.
Totally. I understand, though, that's very hard. Like, especially, like, there's a big change in that program. And so, what do you hope to bring out of, like, the next 4 years? What is, like, the end goal for you with this team?
I think that this team can go really far, and my end goal, personally or team-wise?
See the NAI championship, I'm feeling like.
Yeah, that's pretty much it right there.
Get that natty, you know?
I'm hoping.
As a goalie, you're a leader. And so we're focusing a lot about your sport just because you have an interesting story and I like your mindset in the like the idea of your sport. As a goalie, you are the leader of the defense. You are the head honcho. You are keeping everybody in check. You're helping, you're guiding. What do you do personally to be that leader? What do you do? What do you think about? What are you trying to be cognizant of when you're leading your team?
So I know that there's a lot of goalies out there that just scream to scream. See,
Yes.
see, sometimes I can be caught doing that, but I will tell you the first week I've picked out who are my defenders, and I talked to them, and I said, hey, if I ever say something that's too out of line, let me know. If I ever say something that's you're confused on what I mean,
Talk
let
to
me
them.
know. let me know. And I also think that it is very, very, very important for a goalkeeper to earn the respect of their back line.
Yeah.
So it's like, who are you to be telling me what to do when you're not doing your job?
You
So I will
preach
do.
you practice what you preach.
I'll never tell them to do something that I wouldn't do myself. And I will never act like I'm better than them. I like to tell them where to go and what to do because that's my job. But I'll also tell them, hey, good job, way to work, And I also like to be a little positive, throw a
Yeah.
little positive spin in there. Because sometimes the tension in the games can get very, very, very bad. So with some positive feedback in the back of the net, it helps bring it up a little bit.
Yeah, totally. So, like, what are your... I asked about the 4-year goal. What is your personal 4-year goal?
I just want to be back to my 100%. Right now, that's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on anything else other than getting me back to what I was
Yeah.
before, and even better than what I was before.
Hashtag girl boss. Hashtag thriving. And that's so valid. And I think that road to recovery is so important. And you'll have such a great support system in the Statesmen fans.
Yeah.
And in your team and your, like, everything. The support systems are there and you're locked in.
Yeah.
So I want to get a little more personal.
Ooh.
We're going to play a game, Megan.
Okay. We're playing a game.
We're playing a game.
Fun.
Because you know what? You have answered all my questions so well. I'm out of ideas. I'm kidding. I just want to get to know you more outside of it, like just like your opinions on different D1 soccer teams.
D1 soccer teams.
D1 soccer teams. NCAA D1, because I watch a lot of the content now on TikTok, and I've been invested in that one girl on the Tennessee team with the dog.
The dog. I love the dog.
His name's Rocky, I think. I love him. He's such a good boy.
That girl's such an inspiration to me.
She's so built.
Oh my god. And she works so hard. She deserves everything she has. She's such an inspiration. Girl, if you're hearing this right now, I love you. Oh my gosh.
That's a we thing. I don't even play
we
soccer.
Love you.
We stand. No, but when she does those push-ups on the plates with the plate on her back, my toxic trait is I think I could do that, which I can't.
See, I'll look at that and I'll be like, I'm that strong. No.
Okay. Florida State or Duke?
Florida State or Duke? Duke.
Why?
They're doing better right now in the standings, I believe.
No, they're actually not.
They're not?
They're number 2.
What? Oh my gosh. I know Stanford's one.
No, Florida State's number 1.
No, Stanford made their way up to 1.
Oh, this is from last year. My
apologies.
Girl,
what are you doing? Oh.
This is my bad. I missed my...
Oh, I was so upset with myself for a second.
Let me make sure I've got the right numbers.
Oh,
then.
You're stressing me out. I know Stanford was 1. They were posting all over their Instagram page.
All right, let's get the standings for the right one. Apparently, my sources were... Okay. Okay, so... Oh, that's the coach's poll. Okay, there we go. It's still not correct, but I'm just going to keep asking.
Wait, what is it?
It still says Florida State's number 1. That's not right. All right, Arkansas or Rutgers?
Arkansas.
Scarlet Knights or the Razorbacks?
I'm thinking Rutgers.
Okay, valid. I like their lacrosse team. They're pretty dope.
I think I just like their vibe.
Michigan or Virginia?
I'm gonna say... Wow, this is a hard question. Virginia.
Okay. TCU or Tennessee?
Tennessee, because of the girl with the
Rocky.
dog.
We love
the
Rocky
dog.
the dog. All right.
And she's so good, bro.
I've got 3 more.
Okay.
BYU, St. Clara.
I know girls on BYU.
Okay.
I have to go with BYU.
All right, North Carolina or Southern California?
North Carolina.
Anyways, yeah. Go. What are they? They're the Rams. Or no, they're the Tar Heels.
Yeah.
Go Tar Heels. Last one. Princeton or UCLA?
Oh my goodness gracious. UCLA is a lot better.
But which one are we gonna pick?
Princeton team. UCLA.
Go Bears.
It's their keeper.
She is dope. I love her. Oh my gosh.
That's why.
That's
why
question.
right there. And she's really, 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 really good.
Okay, Megan. So we're going to start wrapping up this interview.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Well, I've had a wonderful time talking to you. It's been a very different interview from my normal ones. I'm so used to interviewing upperclassmen. Now that I'm really sitting down with a freshman, it's been an interesting conversation.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about anything right now.
It's okay. We're
I'm learning.
Okay, we're going to do a speed round of get to know you questions.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure you're ready?
I like fear.
Walkout song.
Um, um, Welcome to the Jungle.
Valid. Okay, pre-game meal.
Anything. I'll eat anything.
That's not helpful.
I'll eat
No.
anything though.
Okay.
Like sometimes I'll have Taco Bell, which is not good, but but seriously, and that's why I was like, pasta,
Yes. Post-game meal.
sandwiches,
What kind of sandwich?
like Jimmy John's.
Valid. Okay. Favorite memory playing soccer?
Oh my gosh. Winning a PK shootout in finals twice in a row to win Mayor's Cup.
Least favorite drill?
The mile, running.
Okay.
Any type of running.
That's a goalie behavior kind of thing.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Any advice for other freshmen or incoming freshmen that want to come play here? What would you say to them?
Just come and play like yourself. Don't try and impress anyone. Just play your game. I've been too stuck on trying to impress everyone and trying to do more than what I have in my tank right now, and I just need to focus on being myself and playing like myself, and then the road to recovery is just going to be that much faster.
Well said. Alrighty, guys. So as we're wrapping up, I want to say, please come support women's soccer and come see this
Yeah.
amazing goalie. They're in season right now, and this should come out while they're in season. So come out and support. We better see you there. Megan, any final parting words? Do you have anything to say?
I'm going to say come and support, and this is a team that you're going to want to watch because we're going to get good.
Alrighty. Well, this has been Coffee with a Statesman. Thank you so much for listening, and have a good day. Bye-bye.